So please
Yes,
just
yes.
share with us your name, your age, and what you were diagnosed with.
Yes, my name is Giriraj and I am 23 years old and I was diagnosed with pancolitis. So it all started in January 2024. And at first time I started having loose motions. It went about almost, I was having continuous loose motions for about 1.5 months and I didn't see any improvements. Then in February, I was still in between. I have visited doctors multiple times, and they prescribed me antibiotics because they thought of that it might be due to some food poisoning.
Yeah.
But that conditions didn't improve even after having multiple courses of antibiotics. Then in February, my condition became so worse that I was not able to eat anything. Whatever I was eating, I was passing it to the stool or I was just vomiting. I was not able to eat anything. Whatever I ate, then after a few minutes, I used to vomit that. And in February, my weight drastically started dropping, and I got so serious that I got admitted in the hospital.
Yeah.
Even in hospital, the doctors were not able to find why this was happening to my body because I was a healthy individual for most of my life. Then in February, my condition got worse and I got admitted into the hospital. And doctors were not able to find out what was happening because why these symptoms are coming because I was a healthy individual most of my time. So they did some tests, a colonoscopy and the biopsies. So and they again gave me antibiotics for another 2-3 weeks.
Yeah.
So after the results of the biopsy, it was positive for amoebic colitis. Like it was due to some bacteria. So I was not diagnosed with pancreatitis at the time. Then they again gave me antibiotics, and again I was on the dose of antibiotics for around 2 weeks. And even after 2 weeks, my symptoms didn't get better. And then they did the tests again, and this time they concluded that I have pancolitis.
Yeah.
So this is how I was diagnosed, and I was admitted in hospital around 4 weeks. So initial 2 weeks, they prescribed some medications. I was on different medications. One of them was Mesalamine, but none of them was working. So they started to put me on steroids, and then they gave me these injections of 3 shots of steroid, prednisolone mainly, very high doses of like 500 mg, what I remember. So I was on 3 shots of steroids. Then on the first, my body didn't react. I was again having symptoms, but after second and third shots, symptoms becoming were suppressed, and I got it started getting a little bit better, and day by day. After 1 or 2 weeks, my stool got formed, and I was discharged from the hospital.
Yeah.
So I was on steroids for around maintenance dose of steroids for 40 mg for around one month, and then it reduced to 30 mg, 20 mg, and 10 mg. So they tapered off the steroids in 1.5 months, and then I was on off the steroids, and along with those steroids, I was also taking mesalamine. So mesalamine continued, and two other medications I was taking. One was normexin, and one was a supplement, folic acid supplement. So then I was on this maintenance dose of mesalamine. Again, after 2 months, I got an attack, and again I got diagnosed. And this time, the doctor said that my disease have become steroid-dependent.
Yeah.
But they can't put me on prednisolone again because that has a lot of harmful effects on your body. It has also side effects. One of them was osteoporosis, and I was also already feeling that my bones had becoming a little bit weaker, and I was also having joint pain. I was having difficulty in climbing the stairs, so using prednisolone again was not a valid option. So they put me on another immunosuppressor at this time, and this was Tofacitinib. And so I was taking like Tofacitinib for around more than a year.
Yeah.
I was on these dose of Tofacitinib. And then I connected with Josh and started this new lifestyle of eating healthy and changing my diet. And
Before we get into
gradually,
that, can I just interrupt and say, what symptoms did you experience? You mentioned some of it, and also, was there pain? If so, what was the pain like?
like when initially in February month when I was admitted, I am having daily a lot of bowel movements, like 10 times, if 10 times a day.
Yeah.
All was watery. It was also having including blood, and my like I was always feeling cramps and urgency to run to the washrooms.
Yeah.
I was not able to empty my bowel movements and bowel. I was not able to empty my bowel completely. And after every half an hour or 1 hour, I was having bowel movement. I was not able to sleep. I used to wake up in the night and have to go to washroom. And even when I used to change the sides while I was sleeping, I could feel my intestines because they were so inflamed, and I was feeling very much pain.
Yeah.
So that was a really bad condition I was in.
And you mentioned a bunch of different medications that you were given. Did it work? Did your medication help you?
Those medications helped, but just for initial some period of time.
Yeah.
After some period of time, when I was on steroids, so Prednisolone, it improved my bowel movements, but it also gave me some side effects that included lesser bone strength, and I was having pain in my joints. So that was one of the side effects that I was having. And after tapering off the prednisolone, for few, like around 1 or 2 months, the maintenance also Mesalamine worked, but then again, my symptoms came back. So medication didn't work very well on me.
Yeah. All right. And did the doctors ever talk about the root cause with you? What had caused you to get to this place? What caused you to suffer these symptoms?
Yeah, I had asked these doctors multiple times that why I was getting these symptoms, what is the root cause, and all the answers that they gave me was that we don't know the root cause. It is still in research. We don't know about this disease. It is an autoimmune disease, and your body own cells are attacking your body. Like they didn't had any answer, and I also asked them that is there anything to do with diet or other things. So the only thing that they told me that you should avoid dairy and should avoid eating fried foods.
Okay.
Even they also told me to avoid eating salads and all those things. But they didn't talk much about that.
Okay.
They just gave me higher level guide, like just don't eat dairy and fried foods. That's all. And also avoid salad. This was the only thing that they told me about food. Nothing else.
And what has changed for you now after you and I started working together? So we've been working together for a few months. Perhaps you can run us through the story.
Yeah. I started working with Josh in July 25. So around more than 1.5 years, I guess, 1.5 years was my diagnosis. And the first thing that Josh told me to do was change my diet. And it included stop eating all the bad kind of food that I was eating. Mainly I was eating grains, dals and other things. But those things were not helping to create an ideal situation for my body to heal. So Josh guided me to eat a variety of fruits and some stuff and some combinations he told me that I started eating. So mainly I was eating fruit for breakfast, fruit for lunch, and some boiled potatoes in the evening for dinners. So also in those fruits also he had restricted me from eating some kind of fruits. Only few options I had, mainly papayas and bananas. So those fruits I was eating for some time, and when I started eating those foods, suddenly my symptoms actually increased. For initial period, I had symptoms, and what Josh told me was that this was a detoxification phase, and I took that in a positive way. That I had accumulated a lot of junk and a lot of toxic material in my body, and when I am eating those kind of foods, ideal condition has been created for the body, and now the body can do its part of excreting those toxic materials. So those were the results, and due to that, I was having increased symptoms for some period of time, and then gradually those symptoms started decreasing. So And also he told me that I can eat a lot more variety of fruits. He gradually added some more variety of fruits and other things into my diet, and started, and the things that I was eating expanded the options, and now I can eat a lot of things.
Yeah, that's great, man. And so prior to us working together, where were you at? What were you thinking, and what were you looking for?
First thing that was on my mind before working with Josh was that I can't take this medication for life.
Yeah.
Because those doctors have told me that this disease is incurable and you have to take these medications for life, and even these medications will stop working on at some point of time, and then they will put me on some other medications, and I was already on steroids, and my disease had become steroid dependent. So only the other logical option that I had remaining was biologics. And I don't think that will work also on me. And the other option was surgical removal of colon and putting an osteo bag on with attach at the end of my small intestine.
Yeah.
So that option was out of my list. Like I cannot go with this option, and the only thing that was on my mind that I need to do something.
Yeah.
Something, and I cannot take this medication for life.
Yeah, man.
So,
for sure.
And Josh came in my life like a hope, and he guided me throughout this process, and now I am medication free and I don't need to take any medication. The only one thing that I'm taking is B12 supplement, and I'm not having any symptoms or any other things now. I feel great.
So good to hear, man. So are you experiencing any symptoms now as a result of your decision?
Yeah. So after starting with Josh, I started working with Josh in July, and after starting working with Josh, after 2 or 3 weeks, I started tapering off my medications, and in 1.5 months, I completely tapered off every medication that I was taking. The worst thing that I was taking was Tofacitinib. That was the immunosuppressor, and I was afraid that I will get some withdrawal effects if I stop taking this medication. But those things didn't went that bad. It went well, and I managed all those things. And then after 1.5 months, I stopped taking every medication, Tofacitinib, Mesalamine, or Maxine. Even I didn't take any folic acid supplements.
Yeah.
And after that, I was not because I took this decision because gradually I am having lesser symptoms and my bowel movement started getting formed. I was having less no urgency, and only 1 or 2 times a day I used to go to the bathroom. So I was confident that now I can leave these medications.
Yeah.
And after leaving those medications, I am maintaining all the lifestyle changes that Josh told me, and right now I am not having any symptoms. I'm having great bowel movements once or twice a day, and I am not having any smelly bowels or
Good. Yeah, you can say that. Everything, you're allowed to say whatever you want on this channel.
I'm having very pleasant bowel movements. I enjoy going to the bathroom now.
Good. That's nice for you to share, man. I'm happy for you. Very happy. So please describe your experience of working together with me and what you have witnessed in your body, the changes.
Yes, after starting working with Josh, I had confidence that I can stop taking this medication and there is a life after, even if I don't take this medication. The only thing that I need to take care now whenever I'm traveling is I just pack my own food. And even when I stop in stops between traveling, I just go to fruit shops. I don't eat any junk oil or any other thing in the roadside streets. So that was the one lifestyle change that Josh told me, and he was also very supportive in my spiritual and mental health. So he told me how to keep calm, how to proceed with things, and how to take decisions, and how I can manage all these things with the work that I'm doing. And he was also actually I had a very bad sleep schedule, so he was also very supportive in improving my sleep schedule. So other than the diet aspect, Josh was very much helpful in my other aspects of my life also.
Yeah, that's great, man. That's
including
awesome.
So one of the including these mindfulness things.
Yeah.
And maintaining a peace in your life. So that is one of the most important things other than diet that he helped me with.
Absolutely. And are you experiencing any pain now?
No, I'm not having any pain, any urgency. I'm like, my bowel movements are very much healthier, even healthier than getting diagnosed with this pancolitis.
Yeah.
So I'm with, and even I started gaining some weight also now, and my strength has also increased.
So good.
So
the body's bouncing back. It's coming back to optimum.
Yeah, correct.
So how good is your life now, and how does your body feel? You've just touched on some of the improvements, so perhaps you can share. Obviously, we know where you've come from, and now you can tell us what you're able to do, and perhaps your energy levels.
Like, I am having great energy levels, and one thing that I noticed now that I wake up fresh in the morning after having good sleep.
Yep.
Even when before starting this diet, I was not feeling great after sleeping. Even I used to feel tired all day, even after sleeping 10 hours a day.
Yep.
But when I started this diet that Josh told me, my energy levels has increased, and I sleep 7-8 hours daily, and I feel a lot fresher now.
Yeah.
I don't feel any weakness all day, and I can work all day. I have very high energy levels right now.
That's great. And when we started working, you were obviously lower on energy, which is normal. And what are you able to do now after that your body is healed and you are back to feeling good?
Yeah, like when I started this diet, initially my energy levels dropped because I switched from high fat, high protein kind of diet to a high carbohydrate diet. So, and I was not having much protein in the diet at the time. And that having a lot of protein is also a myth. We don't need actually that much amount of protein at all. So in initial stages when I switched the diet, actually my weight dropped and my energy levels also dropped. But after maintaining that diet for a few weeks, my energy levels started increasing, and I also started gaining some healthy weight. And right now, my energy levels are very much good. Like, I can easily do 20 push-ups in a row or 8 to 10 pull-ups. So I'm very much healthy.
Those are decent numbers, man. And you told me about you climbing stairs. Please tell us some more.
Yeah, like, I like climbing stairs a lot. So whenever I go to work, like, my team sits on 6th floor. So I usually take the stairs route and go climb six floors daily.
Very good.
And I don't feel any tiredness while climbing those floors.
Yeah, that's awesome. And lastly, any thoughts that you want to share on your experience and perhaps recommendation if you feel you want to?
Yeah, like, one thing that I will tell everyone who is suffering with a similar kind of condition or any other health related issues, like, I can tell you that if I can get back through pancolitis, then doctors have told me that they might need to remove my surgical colon, and right now I'm very much healthy without taking any medications. So whatever you are going through, I can definitely say that there is a life without medications. There is a better life. And the only thing that you need to do is change your diet, and that things are also very much simple. And I would recommend that you also can connect with Josh for that. He's like kind of blessing that came into my life, and he's a lifesaver. If I can go through all these things and get better, anyone can do that.
Yeah, thank you. That's awesome, man. Well, I'm very stoked for you. You've gone from not being in the best place to now flourishing again with energy, ability to go and do the things you want to do. Yeah, very happy for you. Thanks for coming on and sharing your story, your experience, and all the details in between.
Yes, Josh. Like, one thing that I want to say is that if I had done this all by myself, I might not be able to do that because during that detoxification phase, like, I had hit the low of my life. So having someone to support me like you was there, who understands the situation and who knows how the body works, it was a great help. I might not be able to do this by myself. It was a great help that you were with me by that.
Awesome, man. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. That's great. We'll leave it there, and thanks again. Many common chronic diseases, these listed, can be reversed with diet and lifestyle. If you or someone you care about is suffering, then please do drop a comment. Let me know where you're at. We can have a free call to see what's what, explain how it works, how it looks, and go from there. Thank you for watching. Really stoked to have this video up. I look forward to hundreds more being up on this channel.